There's an India connect to the LIV Golf Series. After proving to his fellow professionals that an Indian golfer could successfully compete on the PGA Tour, Anirban Lahiri is now playing on the LIV Golf circuit. Anirban joins me now. Anirban, how's it been adjusting to this new circuit?
Thanks for having me, Diggy. It's been fantastic. You know, I had my reservations and apprehensions starting out, but right from when I started in Boston, it's been fantastic. You know, they've been very organized. The tournaments have been run fantastic, very professional. They've taken great care of all the pros, all the caddies, the families. I'm very happy, very happy with my decision, and I've enjoyed every week so far. And very happy to be back in Asia, back closer to home and playing in front of people that, you know, enjoy having all of us here.
Yeah, because if you strip away all that's being said at the moment and all the surround sound, if I could call it that, this is essentially another golf tournament.
It is. It's very much another golf tournament. It's another opportunity. It's another, you know, avenue for professional golf. It's a different kind of golf, and I think there's enough space in the golfing world for this to exist, coexist, and give people an option, you know, to have alternate entertainment. For us, we're still doing the same things. We're still working really hard on our games, trying to play the best golf that we can. But it's got the team element. It's got so many new elements that, you know, I'm warming up to and enjoying. I think it's great.
Okay, but new elements, yes, but also new elements for you, because I'm told you were in Dubai trying to shift base. So what's happening there? Is that a conscious decision as well to relocate from the US to, well, you were in Florida?
I was in Florida. I think one of the big, you know, the big motives for me was to come back closer to home. I've been in the US for 7 years. You know, as much as I've enjoyed my professional life there, personal life has been a challenge. I would be lying if I said that everything's been hunky-dory. It's not. You know, I still consider India home. I still miss being home. My coach is back in Ahmedabad. It's been hard for me to keep improving consistently. I'm also the only child, you know, so I need to get closer to my parents. And now that I have 2 kids, especially with the coming of WION, who's only 4 months old now, you know, we also kind of had that realization that, okay, we need help, we need support. You know, we need to move back either to India or closer to India. And my wife and I, Ipsa and I, we sat down and, you know, we had a very serious thought. We wanted to move back to India, but I think Dubai was the more logical choice. Given how much I'm playing, given my travel, you know, it's one flight everywhere. We have lots of friends. It's a really good golf culture. And yeah, I think it's the best of both worlds, so to speak, because I'm only 3 hours away from family and my coach. And yeah, so yeah, we're working on it. Yeah. And hopefully by the end of the year, I would have moved closer to home.
Okay, because, you know, when you look at professional sports persons, it is just look at golfers who sort of look as the elite, the tennis players sort of elite. Everyone just thinks, oh, multi-millionaires, good signing on bonuses, they have the good life. But it's actually a bit more tougher than that, because you've got to, you know, be away from family for a long time, stay in hotel rooms, and that's a burnout. I mean, for us as journalists, when we stay out on, say, on an Olympics or something, which is 3 or 4 weeks, it starts to get to you.
Well, I don't look at it negatively. I think we're very privileged to be doing what we're doing. We're very honored to have this life, to be able to play a sport that you love for a living is something that, you know, I don't take lightly. Yes, of course, every job has its demands, and I think if you look at the job of playing professional golf, there's a huge demand on actually the family. I think the cost is borne by the wife and the kids, because once we get to a tournament, we're so focused on what we're doing. You know, we kind of go into an alternate space where, you know, it's routine, and I need to go to the gym, wake up, do this, stretch, play, work out, you know, practice, whatever it is. So we're almost so regimented that everything else ceases to exist for us. So we're absent physically, emotionally, we're absent from the rest of our family. So I think when you're single and you're doing this and you're young, it's very easy to, you know, do all that. But I think as you get older, you have family, you want to do slightly different things. You know, it doesn't mean that I don't want to play my best and be a thorough professional. But I do feel like I'm getting pulled in other directions, which is why you know, moving to LIV Golf, probably playing a little less, spending more time with the family was also something that attracted me a lot towards this.
Golf has been included as a Commonwealth Games
Yes,
sport for 2026.
yes, I saw
Are you
that.
interested? You've been an Asian Games medalist. You've played the Olympics
Yes.
multiple times. That
Yes.
sort of completes the box for playing for India.
Well, I mean, anytime.
And I don't think the Indian Golf Federation has any problem with you playing on the LIV Series.
No, obviously for me, if I can bring laurels to the country, that's the greatest honor. Again, I think my whole motivation to play golf seriously was not to turn professional, it was to represent India. So I think my greatest moment was when I got the India blazer as a junior when I was 17, and then to represent India as an amateur. And I've had that opportunity in World Cups, in the Olympics, obviously, even in the President's Cups that I've played, I felt like I was representing my country. And that's the greatest honor. So anytime that opportunity presents itself, I'd love to do my bit, especially if it's a medal winning effort. That's always been my goal, no matter what stage. So yeah, we'll see. I know it's been announced. I don't know if it's going to be professional or amateur. But my view on all these events is that I also feel like the next generation and the younger guys should also have the opportunity. Because when I played the Asian Games, it was only amateurs. I think now the Asian Games as well, pros can play. So, my personal opinion is that we must also give opportunities to the amateurs and not take it away from them. But if I can contribute, I'd love to.
Okay, let's get back to the surround sound. That's creating a lot of buzz. It's gotten pretty shrill. The positions on both sides, pretty much tough positions. But Rory McIlroy said last week that perhaps it's time for everyone to just take a step back, to cool off, tone down the rhetoric. Is it possible, or just too much has gone on that those positions are so well entrenched that it's not going to happen at the moment?
I think I agree with what Rory is saying, and I think that that's exactly where it should have started. It should not have started in such a with so much vitriol and animosity. I think it was very misplaced. Obviously, there's two angles to it. Actually, there's three angles to it, the way I look at it. There's the business angle in terms of the organizations. There's the angle of the players, which is us, and where we find ourselves with all this. And of course, there's the fans and the people who love golf. And I think the first aspect, which is the organizational sort of animosity, has directly kind of spilled over into the second aspect, which is the players, and that's affecting the fans. I would love for the pyramid to be reversed, where you actually put the fans ahead and say, okay, let's make golf, something that people love to watch like it used to be, and not have to force any one kind of golf on them. That you have to watch 4 days conventional 36 holes cards, which I like. Please don't get me wrong. I love that. I'm also traditional in that manner. But that doesn't also mean that this is bad or that is good. It's not about good and bad. I think that's where this whole conversation has completely kind of fallen on itself, and golf's gotten divided because it's golf. If you love golf and you want to watch good golf, that's all that should matter. Not one golf is not good and the other golf is bad. I do not agree or subscribe to that. I think the focus needs to come back to golf. Just to begin with, it should not have gotten to where we've gotten. Myself, I have a lot of friends on the other side, so to speak, if you want to call it that, who understand and get what I'm doing and are okay with it. I have some who have fallen out with me, which is really sad to see. And that's something that needs to go away. I think at the end of the day, we all respect each other. Everybody's making their own decisions on their own choices, which is fine. But at the end of the day, I don't think golf should suffer. I think golf has suffered enough in the last few months. Going forward, if the organizations can put their spat aside, I think it'll be good for golf in the long run. And it has to go that way. It has to coexist.
One thing you asked me to do when I came here was, you said follow somebody and just see the team competition. I walked with you and Bryson DeChambeau and Charles Howell. A lot of chatter, a lot of buzz. Is that something which excites you as well?
Yes, absolutely. I think that's something that you'll find across the board in all the teams. Everybody's, giving advice, asking opinions. I think Kevin Na said something yesterday that made a lot of sense. He's like, everyone's playing for 20 million, but it's almost like the want to win the team championship is almost greater than individual glory. I know it sounds weird because it's, we're not talking about an established format or something that has a lot of history, but just the feeling of playing for your partners, playing for your team is something that is surprisingly bonding. And you would have seen that, not just with us, with everybody. So I think it's something that, you have to come out and you have to witness, to experience, and then you'll actually feel it because it's palpable.
Okay, but the tagline for LIV Golf is golf but louder.
Yes.
I think I'll probably have to see you at the fan village, with the DJ going, and then we'll see how loud it can get. But thank you for your time. It's been an interesting experience.
Yes.
These couple of days here, and thank you for telling me to come down. and hopefully we can. Hopefully we get to see some good golf over the weekend.
No, I'm sure you'll see good golf, but I just want people to kind of see what's going on. I encourage a lot of people from India to come as well, and I have a lot of people who are here because even the people, if you want to call it that, the non-believers seem to believe once they come and see what's going on. And I think the true test is in the taste, and everyone's had a great experience, whoever's come. So I encourage people to come out and actually see for themselves and form their opinions afterwards.